is our beautiful venison heart. It's come out of a roe deer, and it's just come out this morning, which means that it's not being prepped at all. It's being given to me straight as is. The first thing I've got to do because of that is make sure that I clean out all of the blood which could be caught on the inside. A heart pumps blood, which means that on the inside in all of those tubes and cavities, there could be blood caught in that, some clots. So we need to get that out. If we look carefully, you can see all of those tubes at the top, very, very visible. And we need to get water into there, give it a squeeze, get out any blood that might still be in there. Is now prepped and ready for trimming. What you'll find is that at the top you've got quite a lot of fat and also quite a lot of connective tissue, which doesn't make good eating, so we need to get that out. There are different techniques that you'll see. Some call for the whole of the heart top to be cut off, or you can go in from top to bottom and then trim. That's the way I prefer to do it because I find that you get less wastage that way. I'm using a filleting knife. Don't forget to have a quick look at my video on the right knife for the right job. This has a little bit of flexibility. It's nice and sharp. Don't forget to give it a few turns on your steel before you start to keep the edge 20-degree angle. Just a few turns every time you use it, please, people. And just cut through the heart, but don't cut all the way through. We're looking to open it out like a book. Very gently allow the blade of the knife to do the work, and you will see it just gently pull apart, and just use your fingers and allow it to come apart, and you will expose all of the connective tissue. Now let nature show you the way. You'll see where that connective tissue is, and very gently just start to disconnect that. And just by applying a little bit of pressure, by pulling it apart with your fingers, the knife will then just start to release the flesh, and you'll start to see the job ahead of you that you've got to do. All of that connective tissue just needs to be snipped. And now we just flip it over and trim from the other side. Just look for any firm, fatty pieces, or any gristly pieces. Use your judgment and just trim those away. Now once we've got most of that off, we can now divide it down into kind of steak-like portions, if you like, and continue the trimming. So you'll know that a heart is made up of different cavities. So again, nature will show you the way once more. Find those cavities and just gently trim down the side of them, like that. And you'll be able to take off what are almost like steaks. And now they're flattened out, you've got the opportunity just to trim off any few last pieces of tough gristle. That's beautiful. Which you will find on the inside. Just very gently lift them up with your finger and run your knife underneath them, keeping on as much meat as possible as you remove that gristle. have them. Your 3 beautiful, tender, delicious venison heart steaks ready for cooking.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that little bell to turn on notifications.